Hey Libra, it's Mo9. Hi. Let's talk about the month of March. Hey, the summer is very important for you, Libra. I'm telling you now because the actions that you take now are really going to fortify your summer. So just keep that in mind. Make sure to check other aspects of your chart. We're going to talk about your money, your finances for March, your romantic life, your relationship with your friends and family, and any sort of spiritual message that you may need. Let's get right into it. Money, love, friends and family, and the divine message is thick, girl. It's thick. All right. Sorry. Let's get right into your money. Ooh, you're triggered. Triggered. Things may be hard right now financially, or there may be like financial triggers that happen. Like, do you use your money to make yourself feel better despite your financial responsibilities type thing? Or are you sensitive about talking about money and how much you have or how much you need? March is just going to be you really utilizing, well, let's see. Yeah, it's like turning that fuel into some sort of mechanics. Like you're going to be finding opportunities to help you with things that have been emotionally weighing on you. You're going to be able to, this is saying you'll be able to find ways to financially support yourself. And it's going to make you feel better, feel more stable, feel like there's more opportunities for you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're, it's like, there's this, like, no, I wouldn't say, it's like obsessing over what may come, what could happen, what could hold you back, what could stop you, what could get in the way, what structures are put into place to stop you. And there are a lot of triggers with that. There's systematic triggers, there's, family, all that stuff. But this is saying that it's affecting your decision making process because you're not enthusiastic really about anything. Excuse me. But in March, the enthusiasm will return. You may be receiving a settlement of some sort if you're in some legal stuff, dealing with legal stuff. There may be a blessing coming, but you're moving on from things that the concept of not being able to see how free you are able to be. Yes, there are systematic structures that limit us, and there are also places where you can navigate until we are free of those systematic structures. And you're finding them. And you're also rebuilding ways of thinking so that, people don't feel so dependent on things that are restricting them or taking up their time. Oh, the Sun card. You'll be able to navigate through this in March. things to things to ask yourself. Am I recognizing what I do have and what I can work with? What can I work with? What do I already have? Um, is the way I'm thinking going to help the situation or harm it? Am I ready for the next step? Um, it's time to start thinking outside of the box, because thinking inside the box is what's got you like, girl, whatever, to all this stuff. So, making sure you're thinking outside of the box, like, outside of the structures that you feel like you're limited within. Also, ask yourself, is this going to help me take care of my responsibilities? It's a lot to think about, but it's something that needs to be navigated. Let's talk about your love life. Peace and harmony, chilling vibes, and relaxing and chilling. No matter single, taken, mistaken, you're gonna for the month of March. This is saying peace and harmony is available in the romantic sphere. This could be with an Aquarius. I don't know how, but it could be. 34, somebody's 34 in their 30s. Yeah, you were feeling lonely. Because you had to set some boundaries. You had to let a few people know what's, if they didn't know what is what, they know what is what, and they're like, what the what? Okay, because now they know what's up. That they should never tried you, and they should have probably respected your boundaries and your space, and respected you as a person. But now they know through that ultra read. So you gave them that real, honest directness, and it was lonely on the other side of that. And maybe you were worried about it being that way, and you're like, see, I told you. That happens to you a lot, huh, Libra? But you'll be able, if you are single, this is saying there will be space to find people that are more peaceful minded, almost angelic, like they have a moral compass, and like high, I wouldn't even say high value, because that has been so dragged through the mud, girl, just dragged. But they have a healthy moral compass. They understand things outside of themselves as a whole. They're able to see the bigger, not even the bigger picture, but the celestial picture, like the divine picture of it all. Bigger than the big picture, the divine picture. And this is places where this is saying this is places where you will be able to find romantic partners if that's what you're looking for. It's that next level divine love. If you are dating, you and the person that you're with are going to be able to experience these sort of things, these like divine knowledge. You're going to be dropping gems, epiphanies back to back. This person will help you with any sort of intimacy issues you may be having, like not want, if you may have pushed yourself away and created really high boundaries, which turned into isolation. And March will help you to be able to kind of like communicate about that, but also like find peace and find harmony and find spaces where you can be intimate in more than just like sexual ways. Let's talk about your friends and family. Somebody said who, what, where. So, with the Seven of Cups, there's some phonies in the bunch. There's some phony balonies, but there's people who are actually really for real. Also, you know what comes up in this? There are certain people you could go to for your emotional stuff. I need to talk to you about the deep down in the sea stuff. Okay. But that person is probably not the person you go to for your financial issues. You know what I mean? Or maybe they are. And then you go to somebody else because they got the herbalism links, or they really are good with, information and resources and where to find information. So make sure, well, do whatever you want with your life. But in the month of March, this is saying there are, you have friends that are good for one thing and not another. And it's time to like really understand that. Like, my family member is good for this and this, but they have no accountability, and that is just who they are. And I'm not going to try to change it because it obviously is going to stress me out, and they got to be that over there. Oh, I'm not getting this over. And this person is good at this, and they're also good at this, and that's who I will talk to about this. Like, who in your friends and family circuit can, you know, just understand their skills and how it affects you, so that you're not triggered by your relationship with them. Like, if you can't come to your mom for emotional stuff, even though she is your mom, you can't go to her for emotional stuff. It's time to go to somebody who can handle it and you can talk to about that, and stop expecting it from her. That's just an example, but I know some of y'all, you're going to watch it and be like, girl. But it's just an example. So if your homegirl is not that dating advice girl, not even on some stereotype, she's bitter, but just like, she don't have the emotional intelligence to give you that advice, girl. Just don't go there anymore. Let her be your friend, that you have a good time, and she got your back, and, you know, y'all get dinner. It's not shading the person, it's just understanding their capacity. I did talk about this on my Instagram recently. So, some people are pretending they can do it and they can't. In March, you're gonna realize that, and you're just gonna feel like, well, damn, which one of you are for real who you say you are? You'll be able to navigate it though. And no matter what, that's what I was thinking when I was watching this picture. I'm like, you see how this crow is standing alone amongst it all, even though, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost on a pedestal. And then the Queen of Wands came out. It's like, yeah, whoever these people are, whatever their characteristic or capacity, you are an influence on them. You influence them to grow, to bloom, to be themselves, even if they're dishonest, and even if they are triggered, their confidence is triggered by it, you still influence them. Even though they might shade you, slide you a little, but I bet you still inspired by me though. Goodbye. I bet you're still inspired though. And so, what else did you need? Okay, shush. Right? They tried it and failed. But yeah, no matter what, you influence these people, no matter where they are. in their character. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles here, some of these relationships will take time to build, take time to understand, take time to mend. So please don't rush it. Please don't rush an outcome with these. Let's get into your spiritual message. Libra, you're that girl. That one. And if you're not a girl, you're that person. We've got the Page of Swords, the Empress. Oh, come on, Libra. Are you, so anyways, let me get on with it. The Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. You better, you don't have to do nothing. But look, in the month of March, you're going to realize why you need to protect your energies, set boundaries, and share yourself. Like, be greedy about who you share yourself with. Be a greedy motherfucker. Because who you share yourself with, you share your bounty with, you share your luck with, you share your opportunities with. And some people have their best interest in mind. Some people have your best interest in mind. Some people think they have your best interest in mind. You get where I'm going with this? And so I'm not saying cut everybody off and isolate. It's just navigate, because a lot of people want at it. They want that. They want, you got the juice. Drip, 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 drip. So March is really gonna show you got the juice, babe. And you gotta, like, just being in your presence influences people to, like, pop, 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 do good. So that's so good. Okay. So I'm going to do an additional message for you, Libra. You're a badass, so I think it's something you already knew. So yeah, whatever. Libra, hit me in the comments and tell me what you're going to do to stop yourself from isolating and find more peaceful, crown chakra lit people, or spiritually self-aware people. Like, what are you going to do to get out of isolation? If you are in isolation, Libra, hit me. If you are in isolation, Libra, hit me in the comments and tell me what you're going to do to get out of isolation. Always be safe out there, and, you know, think about your safety out there, but tell me what you're going to do. We've got this additional message. Let's get into it. Honestly, when I think of Libras, I think of the Huntress. This is the Wild Woman card. I think this is my Divine Feminine reading that I had. I made these, and this is the concept of Livlith. We just talked about isolation. You know what it's like to be outcasted, out in the dark. You've felt like a monster. You've known what it's like to be the light in darkness. You're smart. You're like, come on. Lilith, if you could get Artemis is basically the same thing. Like Hecate, like, I mean, you know what it is. You've experienced the battle. You've survived it. You know how to achieve. You know how to conquer without depravity. Like you, but you have seen depravity, and that is why you would never touch that hole. Like you Libra, come on. Libra, come on. And anyways, let's get back to what the next thing you do spectacularly. I say what I mean, I communicate honestly. My words can change the world and I use them in healthy ways. You already know this. Come on. Didn't I say you were influencing people? You are an influencer, whether you are on social media or you're at a social event, like wherever you are doing this and you're doing really well. And since you're just powerful. So how are you going to use your power? Who are you going to bless with it? How are you going to protect it? Um, how are you going to use your discernment to navigate how you want to bless others or delegate your energy? It's just it's a lot to think about at once, I feel like. Um, but it's showing up in March. So the lessons are coming, and as they come, you will decide what you want and you will know what's best for you because you have seen darkness and you do not want to have anyone around you experience it or experience it yourself. Well, darling, I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Don't forget to hit me in the comments and tell me how you are getting out of solitude and isolation. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. You already know what it is. Hit the description box. You can find me on other social platforms. And you can also donate to the channel if you want to. Make sure you're subscribed, y'all. And if you can hype this, hype it up. Hype it up. Thank you for watching. Like this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.